Tap in, collective, tap in. Hey, Crown Collective. Listen, I am here with a message today, collective. Okay, I am here. Girl, I'm so here with a message today. Hey, Travis, I'm so here with a message today. I got my anointing oil on me. I just need a little bit. Let me put it all over my hands, rub it into my energy centers. Oh, put it all, it smells so good. My goodness, collective, I am so glad you are tapped in with me today for this beautiful channeled intuitive message and reading. We're going to get to it, but I really hope that you are having a beautiful, wonderful day today. Tap in. Listen, I'm just now getting to my coffee, so I'm going to be sipping every now and again, okay? And that coffee is good. All right, collective, my goodness. You know what? I was speaking to my husband this morning, and he tells me a lot about, not a lot, but he tells me like just the conversations that he has with some of the young men that he mentors. And he was telling me how a lot of times when he's having a conversation with these young men, he'll often get other gentlemen coming over to them, asking questions like, well, how, man, every time I see you, you always look so fly. Every time you show up, you always, dress to impress and all of that. And my husband was like, sometimes I got to tell these people that it's not on me. It's not how I dress. It is in me. And how I dress and how I show up in the world is a reflection of what is inside of me. Tap in. It is in me, not on me. And I said, oh, baby, that's going to be the message for the collective today. It is in you, not on you, collective. Tap in. Tap in. Okay. People truly want to know what it is, tap in, that makes you click how you click, okay? People really want to know how it is that you do what you do, collective. And I am here to tell you that sometimes what you got can't be taught. Ooh. I'm here to tell you sometimes, most times, all the time, what you have cannot be taught. You can give somebody the 100% game plan of what you do on a daily, and you can tell them, excuse me, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I go for my gym, I go for my gym exercises. I come home by 6 o'clock. I take a shower. I eat breakfast. I make sure my kids are straight. I make sure my family is straight. I head off to, handle my business. I make sure I get that money coming in. I come home. I read a book for 25 minutes. I discuss what's going on. Like, you can do all of that, collective. And I'm going to tell you straight up and down. Are they going to do it? And if they do it, are they going to expect the results that you have, collective? The answer is they're going to expect those results, but they're not going to get it. Why? Because it's in you, not on you. It's not just how you do your daily routine. It is also how you show up for yourself. It's also about God. It's also about trusting yourself. It's also about knowing your journey, collective. Tap in. And so as I continue this, I came up with this beautiful title: to be a rebel with a cause. Tap in. Now, I know for a lot of you, that's not, a new title. That's not a new phrase, and it should not be. Being a rebel with a cause is very specific to the collective, and it usually takes someone from the collective to tap in to this God level, God body mindset to make the changes that are necessary to level up. Tap in. Be a rebel with a cause. I'm looking at the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is an emotional rebel. The Queen of Cups stands 10 toes down in how you should feel and why you should feel that way. And sometimes that actually governs how you handle and deal with emotional, psychological manipulation or information that comes your way, collective. Tap in. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling this energy of the collective today. Being a rebel with a cause. You might be like, well, Cass, what's a rebel? Well, I'm glad you asked, collective. Y'all know I keep my handy dandy notebook. A rebel is a person who rises in opposition or armed resistance against an established government or ruler. Now, collective, the Queen of Cups, I want you to remember, the Queen of Cups is in alignment with the king. The Queen of Cups is next in line to rule. The Queen of Cups is big time established energy, but she is also very intuitive. She is highly selective, and she is able to speak to the establishment in opposition when things are not going right. Collective, tap in. Oh my God, just seeing the Queen of Cups pop up as I am channeling this deeper message before I go into this reading is absolutely phenomenal, because those who rise in opposition, especially when they are not seen as a higher rank, especially when they're not seen as somebody that has the same type of life experience or has the authority to speak, or what other people deem as not having the authority to speak. Tap in. Sometimes you can get shunned, and I know that the collective absolutely knows what it feels like to be shunned and pushed out, collective. But I'm telling you, when you step into your rebel with the cause energy, this is the portal of clarity I was talking about yesterday, collective. Tap in, okay? So when you push back against what people expect of you, when you push back against what people have in their minds that you should do in order to rise to the occasion, how you make your money, how you eat your food, how you dress, how you speak, what you spend your money on, when people tell you this is how you should show up, when people tell you this is what you should do, and you buck against that system, I'm gonna tell you, collective, people got a problem with that. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that, collective. It becomes problematic. So then you're probably like, well, Cass, what is the cause? What is the cause that I'm aiming for? And that is all your journey, collective. But the cause is giving rise to an action. That's the cause. What is your purpose? What is the condition? What is your commitment? What are you preparing for? What are you preparing to defend? And what are you preparing to advocate for? Collective, tap in. That is being a rebel with the cause, that you are advocating, that you are preparing, that you are defending yourself, other people around you, to live a life in alignment with God and your divine purpose. Tap in. And a lot of people, the devil don't like that. And the devil got a lot of people in the chokehold that makes them believe that you should live your life how they see fit. Collective, tap in. Tap in. People want to know your secret sauce, and you could tell them the secret sauce. You could tell them every ingredient. You could tell them all 12 seasonings, herbs, and spices. You could tell them everything in the world, and at the end of the day, they still will not have the juice that you have. They still won't be able to show up the way that you show up. They still won't be able to speak how you speak. People want to copy the results that you have shown to be true. People want to copy that. They don't want to do the work for themselves. Tap in. They don't. They don't want to do the work for themselves. They want to cry. They want to say, woe is me. They want to take a victim mentality, not even knowing that a part of your rebel with the cause is that you had to get out of your own mindset. You had to get out of your own victimhood. You had to get out of the fact that you could have been holding yourself down. Tap in, that you were a part of the blockage. Tap in. It's you versus you. When you become a rebel with the cause, it is you versus you. You're able to see what it is that you might be lacking or what you might need to feed your soul. You start to realize that the people in front of you most times don't have your best interests at heart. So you got to actually do the work to choose who does have your best interests, and then you go from there. Then the work begins. People out here don't want to do the work. Pulling the Four of Wands. Pulling the Four of Wands, when we're talking about a rebel with the cause, that I said yesterday that we are entering the portal of clarity. Collective, tap in. And that's where I'm feeling this is going. Being a rebel with the cause, let me kind of feel like I'm yelling at the collective. being a rebel with a cause can be a lonely yet empowering journey. Don't let the fact that you not seeing other rebels take you out of your mission, because that is a part of the enemy game. Oh, because you are doing something that's unorthodox, because you're doing something that doesn't, that goes against the grain, that ruffles feathers, that means that you the eyeball out. That means it's a problem for you, right? That means you're going to be the one suffering. Don't fall for that okie doke. Don't fall for that okie doke. The Four of Wands is saying not only embrace this clarity portal, not only embrace be a rebel without a cause, but enter that galaxy, enter that door, and enter it proudly, collective. Tap in. People so badly want you to fail. People so badly want you to hurt. People so badly want you to lie about succeeding. I almost feel like with this Four of Wands, while I'm channeling this right now, I almost feel like with this Four of Wands, people don't even want you to be able to tell your story of success. They want to hear your story of failure. They want to hear your story of how you can't make it or won't make it, or you tried something and never went back. First of all, let me tell you something. People that thrive off of you quitting, I'm team quit when you need to quit. Tap in. If it's not working out for you and you gave it your best shot and it's not for you, then leave it alone. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with people quitting? I think it's an absolute mind fuck, to be real with you. When people say don't quit, just stop, don't stop. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Do you want it that bad? The answer may absolutely be no. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? You might not be in the season of going full throttle at what it is that you want anymore. Tap in. People jump in and out of seasons all the time. That's why you hear people say, oh, it took me 10 years to get here. Oh, I stopped and began and stopped and began. It's been a journey. I had a family. I did this. I did that. I decided to go this route, that. Like, girl, sometimes you're just not in a season to push forward. People find that problematic with the collective. Tap in, that you can open up your mouth and say, I'm not in a season to go after this part of my hopes and dreams, and I'm cool with that. Tap in. It's just, you got to do what's in your best interest, and you got to do what pays your bills the best. Tap in. Some people just be in a get money season. I am anti-hustle culture, but I also understand it. Some people just be in a hustle season. Tap in. And I'm here for that. Totally here for that. Four of Wands is telling you to embrace every bit of it. Being a rebel with the cause also tells you to enter a season that is beneficial for you. It's also saying enter a season that allows you to succeed. Tap in. The Four of Wands is very clear about what it is it wants you to do during this rebel with a cause season. Tap in. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else is going on here, collective. Let's see what else is going on here. We are channeling these messages as they come in. We are speaking what's on the hearts and minds. We got the Five of Pentacles clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Now, I just said, collective, I just said that oftentimes we stop and start, right? That comes frequently, where we have to stop and start because of life, but it always circles back around to your why. It's always going to circle back around to your why. Why did you wake up at the time you did this morning? Is it to exercise? Is it to wake your children up? Is it to catch a flight? Is it to work early on your dreams before you go into the job that actually pays your bills? Tap in. Like, what is your why? Because you were led to this? Because God is calling you to do this? Because you're in your season of hustling and you want to make this money to get a house, get an apartment, or just stack your bread? Tap in. I feel like this season is calling you to invest in you. I feel like this season is actually calling you to unapologetically invest in you. And I know people are going to have questions like, why are you doing this? Again, people are asking out of curiosity because they believe that you have the secret sauce. Collective, the secret sauce is the fact that you show up for yourself. Tap in. The secret sauce is that every day you plug away at what it is that you want and what it is that you need. Collective, tap in. Wheel of Fortune is very interesting because it's a wheel that comes back around over and over again. And I feel like when this happens, you have a deeper clarity. You have a deeper understanding of why you started this in the first place, collective. Woo! It's important to look at the why. That's something we overlook. I agree. The why we overlook quite often because we want the what. What is in it for us? But that's like monetary, right? Remember we were talking about low vibrational? You got to mix it. Low vibrational is the material. The high vibrational is how it makes you move inside, how it gets you closer to your peace, how you're in alignment with the purpose God has given you. Tap in, tap into that like button as well. I'm telling you, I feel like this is a season, not just of clarity, but of love, of self-love for you, collective. Here we have the Three of Cups and the Page of Swords. Like I said, rethinking, finding that clarity, self-love, being in connection with the big three. Being in connection with the Holy Trinity, being in connection with God, being in connection with your spirituality. I feel like a lot of times when we go into our grinds, when we go into our seasons, we have these blinders on, right? Where it's like, what I'm gonna get, what I'm gonna get, what I'm gonna get. And oftentimes you can forget to pray, you forget to thank God, you can forget to tap in with friends and family. Like, remember your community. I'm actually getting a lot of times you're forgetting about the community that supports you. Tap in. Oftentimes in this space, we focus on a community that abandons us, right? We focus on the karmics. We focus on the bad family members. We focus on situations that have not supported us. But I feel like in this season, it's time to focus on the people in the community that do support you, collective. Tap in. And that Three of Cups is shining through with the Page of Swords. Think about the people that support you, whether it's one person or you have a group of people. Those are the people that are on your winning team. Tap in. These are the people that love you, collective. I want you to maintain those relationships in this season. Tap in. I want you to maintain these relationships during this time of your hustle or during this time of introspection. Remember that when you are tapping into this rebel with a cause energy, you are ensuring that the people around you also benefit. The people that love you also benefit. How do they benefit from you, collective? By you being in your right state of mind, by you operating in your highest form of happiness when you can, by you showing up for yourself, therefore showing up for other people, for you being vocal about the troubles that you might be facing and how you need support. Tap in. I know, collective, it's hard for you to open up your mouth and say, I need support, because for the last couple of times you've asked for support, you've always had people around you who've been wanting your downfall. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about them. If you're asking for support and those people that want your downfall don't show up, then you know this is not for them. You know they don't belong in your circle. We're looking at who's going to show up, right? We're looking at who's answering the call. Vice versa. When they call out, are you showing up? Yes or no? If not, then you can't be mad at those people for saying, I want to find somebody else to show up for me. Or maybe you're not just necessary in this season of my life. Tap in. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, collective. Ooh, I'm really liking this energy. Really loving this energy. Yeah, letting down. We're clarifying this Four of Wands with this Ten of Swords. A lot of you entering this rebel with a cause phase feels like You might be betraying people around you. It might feel like you are, you might be ignoring some people. And let me tell you something, collective, you might actually be ignoring some people. You might actually be ignoring some people during this season. That's fine. That's fine. Sometimes communication is the best way to let people know, hey, yo, I'm feeling all new energy. I'm going to an all new season. I might be a little bit quiet on you. Don't mean I love you any less. It just means that I might show up differently. Open up your mouth and let people that you care about know that you are entering a new space. It's nothing wrong with that. Shit, send an email, send a text message. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. Tap in. Clarifying this this 5 of Pentacles with this Wheel of Fortune. Tap in. I'm actually about to put these cards down because you know what? I'm actually going into a season where I don't give a damn about these cards. Okay? I'm actually going into a season where I'm feeling like these cards are a distraction from the real message. I'm looking at the 4 of Pentacles right now. So I've got the 4 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So I'm already in balance. I'm already on a strong foundation. And I'm feeling like when you tap into this season of Rebel with a Cause, I feel like, collective, you're going to be finding out a lot of information about who is for you and who is against you, collective. Tap in. Damn these cards right now. I mean, I can draw inspiration, but damn these cards. Let me channel, just straight channel. When you become a rebel with a cause and you start going against the grain, there are 2 types of people that are going to show up, possibly 3, and that 3rd is going to come when it needs to come. The first is people who don't like that you are rocking the boat. That's the first thing, okay? I'm completely channeling damn these cards. That's the first. People don't like when you rock the boat. People don't like when you make things uncomfortable for everybody else. People don't even like when you show up as your highest form of whatever state you are in and you outshine them. People just don't like it. It makes them melt like a demon. And tap in, you might be activating the demon inside of them. Tap in. That's the first type. The second type of people who are inspired by you, collective. Tap in. And those are the people that we love. We love inspiring other people. Tap in. We love when people can see something within us and it makes them want to go out and get it too and do it their own way. Have their own flair. Be able to rock with the best of them in their own type of energy. Tap in. That's the type of people we love. That's who I want in my energetic circle. Somebody that can see you, collective, and be like, whoa, I like how you did that there. I'm inspired to make my own changes. I'm inspired to get healthier. I'm inspired to love myself more. I'm inspired to go to therapy. I'm inspired to check out that restaurant. I'm inspired. Tap in. That's who we rock with. We rock with those who appreciate inspiration instead of the inspiration allowing the demon of jealousy and hatred to come out. Tap in. That's probably why this 10 of Swords came out under this 4 of Wands. Because people really got a problem with you showing up for yourself, collective. And I don't like them. And I don't think that should be the focus of any of your conversation, outside of just recognizing that you have people looking at you in a way that is not productive. Tap in. That's what I'm saying. So when I write down my channel notes before I come on here and I'm talking about a rebel with a cause, I'm thinking of somebody that's truly lighting their own path, going directions that is outside of the scope of their family. I'm talking about people who breaking generational curses. I'm talking about people who show up in a way that is just like new levels, new energy, new understanding. I'm talking about people who read, who comprehend, who understand the importance of not just generational wealth, but the downloads that they receive from their ancestral guides. Tap in. I'm talking about people who ain't scared to say the word God and mean it. I'm not talking about people who say God is a way to, oh, only God can judge me. No, bitch, I can judge you. Don't never get it twisted. I'm making judgment calls. The collective is making judgment calls every day. You have to for your spiritual, mental, and physical safety. Who the hell said that the collective can't judge whatever's going on? How is he supposed to make a decision in life? Tap in. But people who use, oh, only God can judge me, are the same people who are out there trying to ruin the collective's life. Tap in. These are the same people that should be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. Tap in. These are the same people that's really high key Mariah Carey level key psychopaths. That's what I'm saying. And when I think about, when I'm looking at this Ten of Swords, and I think about people who go out of their way to keep the collective quiet, small, try to keep them tiny, I really think, like, do they even know what they are doing? Do they know that type of pressure, and it's a pressure nonetheless, whether these people are big in your life or small, it's a pressure nonetheless, that this pressure is really polishing the diamond. They don't even realize that every no, every wall that you face that says no, you won't find a way to make it a yes, whether it's in this season or 10 seasons from now. Tap in, tap in. I was watching this young lady yesterday, at least her video came across my feed. Her name is Jacqueline the Queen. Okay, tap in. She does her music. She has a podcast. I think it's called Re-Heal Baddie or something like that. I'll get the information for you. But she was saying how people make proving their haters wrong their identity. And when you make proving your haters wrong your identity, you start to live for your haters instead of living in your purpose. And I said, girl, that is a word. Okay. She had to get the spirit fingers on me. The spirit fingers. Okay. That was a word. When you start looking at the people that are haters and you start trying to prove them wrong, what are you really living for? And I feel like that's a part of the Ten of Swords as well. Who are you living for, collective? Let's talk about it. Let's tap in. This is a mindset shift that is necessary, because we know that people who are against us exist. Like we know that, right? We see them, we like, duh, you're there. But when you start to detour your dreams, when you start to detour, I was going to say destroy and detour your divine alignment to prove a hater wrong. When you post online just to show a hater that you're not broke or you're not what they say you are, like you're actually living for them and not for you. Collective, you have it in you. It's not on you. So the reflection of what's in you is going to show on you regardless. They're going to see it anyway, because what you're naturally doing is shining. I felt like that was such an important message that she said yesterday, and I really loved it. Tap in, collective, tap in. Let's spread this out. Page of Cups. Page of Cups clarifying that Five of Pentacles. Like I said, the clarity is here. The clarity is coming. The clarity is real. And I hope that even that tidbit that I was able to repeat to the collective, because listen, the messages come from the messages. Okay. And I will always give credit where credit is due. When another divine baddie can come through and speak that spiritual elliptical, okay? Always give credit where it's due. And even if that moment was a mindset shift, even if you were about to post something like, oh, if you knowingly have haters on your page or on that's following you and you ain't blocked them, you already living for them. Tap in. Anybody that I know is a known hater of mine, you get blocked. If you see it another way, you see it another way. That ain't knowing me. But trust and believe. Instagram block, TikTok block. Like, what do you, I can't do it so much on YouTube the way that I want to. But at the end of the day, if I know that your job is to cause discourse, you're blocked. I'm not living for you. I'm not coming on here for the haters. I'm not coming on here for people who want to derail this conversation. Tap in. I don't even say good luck. I don't even say peace. I don't even give them that much. Tap in. And I feel like that's what this Page of Cups is giving. This Page of Cups is giving, don't give them nothing. For what? These people are weirdos. These people are weirdos. Why are you entertaining weirdos? Tap in. Why are you laughing at me, Travis? Tap in. Queen of Wands coming through. I actually feel like this Queen of Wands energy is so just like relaxed. The collective is like, yeah. I feel like the collective just understood exactly what I was saying. There's actually in a rap song with Nicki Minaj and what's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but it's called Chirac. And she says in this song, now the broke bitches, that's who I stunt for. And I'm like, I'm not stunt, like I'm not even stunting. I'm not even stunting for nobody. I stunt for myself. I stunt for God. But again, what's in me is going to be worn on me. Tap in. So when somebody thinks that I'm stunting, when somebody says that, like, okay, I'm not putting on my best. I'm not putting on nice clothes for the haters. I'm putting nice clothes on for me and my husband. Tap in. And I want the collective to take that mindset. The haters gonna think you stunting regardless. But that's not who you waking up for. You waking up for you, collective. You waking up for whatever your why is. Tap in. And Queen of Wands energy is giving me like, I'm waking up for my why. I'm tapping into my why. It feels good to be in my why, to know my why. Tap in. My husband and I went to a restaurant the other day. I think it was Sunday night. And it was a really nice restaurant, a great service. And the young lady that was serving us was having a conversation with my husband, and she was like, how did you find out what you wanted to do? Like, I'm trying to find my path. And I'm just like, whatever it is, this pays the bills for you right now. So whatever it is that you love to do that. Tap in. And I love that, collective. I absolutely love that. Ooh, big energy. I love that Queen of Wands energy. I'm not going to be on here long, but I will be strong. Do what makes you feel joy. And if you can find a way to get paper from that, then do that. We'll pull another card. I'm not going to be long, but I will be strong, collective. Tap in. Man. And you know what? I feel like a lot of the times with the collective, excuse me, I don't know what just got in my throat. I feel like with the collective, when you make a decision to love on you unapologetically and you lean into your why, no matter what, the outcome is going to be a lesson. I will say this because it's something that my grandmama passed down on to me. It's something that my elders passed down to me outside of my grandmother. When you make a decision to go for something, the worst that can happen is you can learn. That's the worst that can happen. You learn a lesson. It might be a big lesson. It might be a lesson that costs you time, effort, money. It might be a lesson that costs you your freedom, but it's a lesson that you will learn. And I feel like the collective is in a space where they are receiving the lessons they learned from their mistakes. And now they're ready to move on into something bigger and powerful. Tap in. And that's what I'm here for, collective. I'm here, like the energy that I'm feeling right now is nothing short of absolutely amazing. Because the collective deserves to house that energy. The collective deserves to be in a powerful energy that honors where they are. Ace of Wands, honoring where you are, from the Queen of Wands to the Ace of Wands, and clarifying that Three of Cups. This is almost like lighting a match. This is almost like lighting, not a match, a candle, like in honoring of where you've been, where you've gone, and where you are. Tap in and where you're going. I feel like the collective needs to be honored in that way. Oftentimes we're moving so much that we don't even give ourselves an opportunity to honor the journey that we've been on. Ace of Wands is giving me that honor. It's saying like, yo, take a moment. Take a moment to love on yourself and say, yo, I actually did this. I made it. I'm here. I love where I am. And even if you don't love where you are, you made it into this point of your life, collective. Tap in. Ooh, big Ace of Wands energy. I love that. Ooh, this don't flow how it do on my other desk. Tap in, probably because it's slippery. From Ace of Wands to Ace of Cups. Ooh, wait. So let's pour. Let's pour. Let's pour. Let's pour. Okay. This is telling me that the collective needs some pouring into. And I will never underestimate when I come on here. Oftentimes I'm like, oh, I feel this, I feel great, I feel this energy, and I want to, talk to the collective about this energy, tap in and pull them in on this ride. But it's also about you, collective. It's also about being dead ass sure that you know who you are in this journey. And sometimes you can be so multifaceted. You can be in love with so many different parts of you that you think that one moment you are showing this part of your personality, and the next moment you're showing that part of your personality. And sometimes it might feel like there's a mix of everything everywhere. And I'm telling you, so let it be a mix of everything everywhere. You are multifaceted. You have personality traits that shine in one environment and dim in others, while other parts of you shine in a different environment. And don't let that deter you from shining regardless or irregardless, which is now in the dictionary. Tap in. Don't let the fact that what the collective will do is they will show parts of their personality depending on where they are, almost like spiritual code switching. I get it, especially when you are amongst spiritual thieves, especially when you are amongst people who are high-key demons. Okay, I get it. But also, don't forget that you've won many a battle. You've won many wars. And nobody's energy has a right to keep you quiet if you have something to say, if you have something to show. Remember your why. Why are you in this environment in the first place? Tap in. Why did you feel the need to show up? And if it's not a place where you can be yourself authentically, no matter how much you give or don't give, then why are you there? Tap in. We're talking about intention setting here. I know it kind of shifted, but we're talking about intention setting here. Ace of Cups is highly sensitive to intentions. And it's something that you can both give and pick up on, collective. Tap in. And I feel like this Ace of Cups is truly telling the collective, like, yo, you set the fucking stage when you walk up in here. You are able to dictate how you show up. If you are there for a friend, then you show up as a support. If you are there for you, then you show up in all of your glory. Tap in. If you are there for another purpose, then be in that purpose. And if somebody has a problem with you being in your intended purpose, then that's not your problem to take on. You let that lie with them. Okay. You shared that with me. Peace. Hey, Emery. Emery, I don't know if you got my message, but I get everything that you send. Tap in, and I watch everything that you send. Ace of Cups is, while the Ace of Wands is saying to honor your journey, the Ace of Cups is saying, yeah, honor your intentions as well. Because when you honor your intentions, no matter what space, whether you're walking in your own front door or if you're walking into somebody else's doors, honor the intention in which you set forth to achieve the goal that's in front of you. Tap in. I'm really feeling that. Damn, I love that. Really feeling that message. The Strength card is on the bottom, but you know what I feel about this Strength card? I feel like the collective has truly mastered this part of the strength as much as they possibly can. It's almost like you know what makes you tick. And you know what is making you tick. You know what's making you upset. You know what makes you feel good. It's like now you just have the choice of what you are choosing to engage in. Let me tell you something, y'all. I got people in my circle who intend to engage in fuckery all the time. Tap in. They love it. They love the mess. They love drama. Okay? I leave them in a part of my circle where I intend to not engage with them unless we are just catching up to say what's up. Tap in. But their intentions and their why is different from mine. And that's okay. They love the love and hip hop. They love watching the drama on the TV, all of that. Now, do they engage themselves in drama in real life? I don't deal with people like that. Okay, I just don't. If you are somebody who's like real life drama and not like TV drama, I don't fuck with you. Tap in. Because see, your intentions are set different and they're going to show up when you show up into my circle. Tap in. That's just a part of where I am. I've been there, done that. Okay. And people who live a life of drama, they cannot compartmentalize collective. I want you to always remember that. Even if you're not there to engage in the drama with them in real time, what they're going to do is find a way to bring that drama to your door, whether they are speaking about the drama, whether they are trauma dumping, whether they are sharing what somebody else said. Like, I don't do that. Okay. And I don't care. Tap in. I just want you to remember that. Hey, friend. Y'all, I hope I'm not getting sick. I really hope I am not getting sick, y'all. Tap in. Say, hell no, we rebuke that demon. I actually think the fragrance from my anointing oil is just a little bit too strong. The older I get, the more sensitive my sinuses become. Tap in. Has that happened to anybody else? The older you get, the more sensitive your sinuses become. I think that's what it is. Because I was perfectly fine until I did my anointing oil to open up my palm chakras. Okay, to open up my palm energy portals. Tap in. My goodness. I'm just talking about intention setting, mermaid and friends. Really, I came on here to talk about to be a rebel with the cause. And to be a rebel with the cause is to understand that there is an armed resistance that needs to happen. Okay. Like, and I meant to go into this, but then I got distracted with the cards, which is why I'm like, man, damn these cards right now. But understand what armed resistance looks like for you, collective. That means you are taking up weapons to defend yourself against something that is already established. Tap in. You've been blowing your nose all day. I'm telling you. This part of the collective, man, this age, girl, what is going on? Shoot, when I was like in my teens and my 20s, I could walk through some dust and grass and be like, I could do it. I could, listen, might give me superpowers. Now I'm like, don't breathe. Just a mess, girl. But back to this armed resistance when you are a rebel. You are taking up arms when you are going against something that is established. What are you taking up arms against? You're taking up arms against these demons, against these karmics, against these haters, and you are taking a route in which they dare not step into. Tap in. I really want you to process the spiritual armor that you carry when you become a rebel. And what is the cause that you are fighting for? It always starts with us, right? It always starts with the inside here, right? Like here, right? But really the cause is you defending your spiritual position, which then bleeds into how you show up in the world. Tap in. I wrote down here, my handwriting so crazy. I wrote down here, it's the principalities. It's the principalities. Tap in. That is the cause. And as the prophet voice of Cat Williams said, it is good against evil. Okay? You the rebel with the cause. And every time you take up your spiritual armor, whether all your armor is your voice, I keep telling y'all to stop underestimating your voice. Stop underestimating your frequency. The power is in your voice. That's why they say the power of the tongue is strong. Do not underestimate the power of frequency writing. They say the pen is mightier than the what? The sword. This is a part of your armor, collective. Tap in. That's why when they say when you want to manifest, write it down and see how real it gets. When you combine that, the frequency of your voice with written word, with reading the written word, whatever your sacred text is. I don't discriminate on sacred text. I feel like each millennia, each golden age has its set of sacred texts and rules that is also magical and a rule book on how to live on this planet Earth. Tap in. If you prefer one over the other, then I'm with that. Tap in. It is the word. It is your time. What does it say in one of the greatest sacred texts that only Harry Potter could have rivaled? The Bible, it says, in the beginning. Time is established before anything else. That's why time is so sacred, and it is the unspoken rule of the Pentacles. Pentacle energy is about time and what happens within this set amount of time that we have on this planet Earth. Tap in. That's realer than real deal Holyfield. So when you become a rebel with a cause, and you are bucking against an established government or ruler, what is being governed and what is being ruled? We can look at the real world right now and see it's all types of wickedness. It's not even, they ain't even hiding in high places anymore. The wickedness is on full-blown display. We're not just talking about in the United States of America. I'm talking about worldwide, global anarchy. Tap in. And it can feel overwhelming to say, I differ. I'm in a different place. I differ in opinions. I don't think that the world should be ran like this, because the status quo, what most people are going to go with is they're going to go with what makes them safe. But what I have been seeing in the collective, tap in, the shift in the collective consciousness, tap in. What I've been seeing is y'all been putting them Twitter fingers to work. Y'all not being quiet anymore. Y'all are a rebel with a cause. Whatever faction you are in, that you are speaking up against evil. Whether it's these people that are anti-children, tap in, who like to harm children, tap in. Whether you're talking about giving game on how to break generational curses, tap in. Whether you're talking about spiritual warfare, tap in. Whether you're talking about taking over certain locations in the world, wink, wink, tap in. Okay? Whether it's to fix homelessness, tap in. Whatever it is that the collective, or whatever the situation is, the collective is there to show their dismay. Y'all showing up to the governor's office. Y'all showing up to neighborhood meetings. The collective is showing up. And they're not just bringing, oh, this is what I disagree with. They are bringing the power of their voices. They are saying absolutely, positively, fuck you. If you think you're going to do what you want in the environment in which I live, whether it's planet Earth, whether it's a city, a state, or your community, these evil people think they could do whatever they want to the collective, and the collective is showing up in unprecedented numbers. Do not let these news channels fool you, collective. The collective is showing up in unprecedented numbers. And y'all not just bringing your voices, you are bringing the entire spiritual armor with you. Tap in. That's what it means to be a rebel with the cause. I'm removing these cards. Damn that. The collective is on a higher frequency, a higher level. You are disarming. You are making it that much more difficult for the wickedness in high places to move how they really want to move. And thanks to the collective, thanks to all the conspiracy theorists that have done the work over decades, to the point that we are in the internet world. We can take this information, we can siphon what is real, we can siphon and understand what's in front of our eyes, and make the spiritual collective decision to say absolutely not, and yield the power of prayer, of God, of righteousness, of physical movement to stop things from happening, collective. You think not? We are watching it in one political realm right now. We're watching it blow up right in front of our faces. So much so that the person that thinks they running the country, we are watching in real time this motherfucker get bent over sideways, get up in the air. It's time to come out and say, oh, you know what? I'm drawing a line against my supporters. Y'all suck. Now that collective, however crazy we might think they are, collective, okay? However crazy we might think they are, however wrong we thought they are, no matter what, that collective over there, they are armoring up because they have become rebels with a cause. Tap in. I need you to understand that any moment you can get activated. And the collective I'm speaking to right now, they've been activated. Been activated. Hey, Joe. Whew. And who y'all talking about in there? Listen, he the tip of the iceberg. We don't even care about him. These people are operating under dark matter. These people are using melanin to cast spells against people. We are watching yet another human issue go down in front of our faces. I have never, not since Mandela days, I said it, not since Nelson Mandela days, not since Rwanda days, okay? Have I heard such a earthly cry out? Tap in. It wasn't this much energy when the lion, no, not the lion, who was it? The gorilla got killed. The collective is waking up, and I'm seeing people from all over the world that is part of this collective conscious shift say enough is enough. Ten of Swords energy. Enough is enough. We are tired. We are over it. That is a pain. That is a pain. The way that these wicked, evil people are harming the collective globally. How these wicked, evil people are dishonoring your ancestors, using your ancestor magic against us, against you. We like, how? No, you didn't. There is a reason why there is an uptick in people searching for spirituality on Google. There is a reason why people are searching ancestral guidance on Google. I'm talking about 100, 200% up every month. Tap in. You're welcome, baby. This is real, like, this realer than real deal Holyfield. That's why God said put down these cards, damn these cards. Because there was another message that had to come out. Many of y'all don't know. And maybe Joe is still in here, maybe Mermaid is still in here. I love politics. I love the mudslinging. I love the BS. I even love when they do like the meetings and they be fighting in the meeting. I love all that. Listen, politics is crazy. That's why I told y'all, I'm gonna be an ambassador one day. I'm gonna be right up in the chambers, okay, talking about okay, so Prime Minister. Let me see right here what they say. Oh, Prime Minister, the death card and came out. You in trouble, bro. I told y'all. Whoop. Tower came out, you in trouble, bro. Don't do it. And there was somebody in here that said other countries do that, and I was like, do that? And I looked it up, and yes, they do. Southeast Asia is actually one of the places that has spiritual consultancy more than anything else. I spent a considerable amount in Southeast Asia, a considerable amount of time. Tap in. And I gotta tell you, being somebody who loves politics, it has been hellified difficult for these last, 4 years, actually. I would even say 8 years. To see what these people are enacting, not just publicly, but with their actual laws. Where they're just writing up and making decisions without anyone's permission, without consulting the people. Just saying, this is what we're going to do. When our homeboy in office right now wrote that bill, y'all don't even know it's about 711 billion lawsuits against that bill right now. That bill is making no movement. Not the way that he wanted to. That's not just people that's in politics. It's just like, oh, okay, let me do. No, this is a part of the collective consciousness that shifted and said, wait a minute now. You just can't steal from the people and give to other agencies that steal from the people. Tap in. The collective is seeing how these wicked energies are using dark matter, are using dark witchcraft. Come here, Coco. It's okay, boo-boo. They are seeing. You want to come up? Girl. They are seeing how the collective is showing up and showing out. And they got to give more and more blood. I'm telling y'all, I did a reading talking about blood sacrifices. I have not posted it on here yet. I will, though. These people are doing rituals to keep the collective in a daze. What they about to do over there in Washington, D.C., I'm talking about what they're about to do over there in Washington, D.C. is absolutely freaking disgusting. I'm talking about within the next 30 to 45 days, collective. This is not just, could you please not type that in my chat? Thank you. Thank you. This is not just emotional warfare. It is not just, appreciate it. It is not just psychological warfare. It's not just spiritual warfare. It is warfare that attacks every bit of your existence on a molecular level. It attacks your attention span. It attacks your eyes so you don't read. These little, as my grandma would say, these machines that you hold in your hand, they are taking, what did I say, your precious time away from you, collective. Yesterday, I spoke about removing these subscriptions. I mean it. Get rid of them. Collective, this is next level warfare. And when I talk about being a rebel with a cause, yeah, we could talk about the small things with the haters, and we could talk about the things like, who are you living for? But the collective, don't think that your one small movement does not support the bigger picture. I told y'all this year it was going to be a collective conscious shift. And I am seeing it. You are seeing it in real time. People are doing their part where they know they shine the best. Do not let the news coverage fool you into thinking people are complacent. They are not. People don't feel safe. People are not staying at their jobs like they used to. People aren't able to read and write. People are using more and more substances to squash the overwhelming feeling of doom. The collective is operating outside with real life zombies. Collective, tap in. We could talk all this spiritual elliptical 24/7, but I am also very aware that we live in the real world. And as we do our best to ascend and live in God's purpose, we also have to understand that there is a spiritual Babylon that is being built here on planet Earth, and it affects every last one of us. My sister had such a prophetic message about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Y'all don't even know, like my sister, like Mermaid, when she channeled, that shit be coming from a whole other planet. I sat on the phone with her as she channeled one of the greatest prophetic messages I've heard in 2025. And part of this message is inspired by that channel message. Just came to me. This is next level spiritual warfare. And the way that you understand your next move is to understand where to put these pieces, how to place these pieces. I used to do a segment on one of my talk shows back in the day. That's right, I had a talk show back in the day called Going Down the Cast Hole, where I would take seemingly unrelated stories and I would interweave them into a powerful message of what's happening right in front of your face. Did entire documentaries. And collective, I ain't doing another documentary. That should take a lot of work, but I swear, this is the perfect time to unpack spiritual warfare if I've ever seen it. We are at a peak. We are at a moment of choosing a fucking side. You either gonna be on the side of the wicked or you gonna be on the side of the righteous. Anybody that's toting the line, to me, you already on the side of the fucking wicked. Period. And we gonna watch people. Hey, we gonna watch people malfunction. The more you stand, you dig your toes into what is right for you. Discernment is a requirement, but can always be fine-tuned. Always. No one is above refinement. I'm not. And a lot of us are going to be experiencing high-level spiritual awakenings where we are downloading next-level spiritual intelligence that needs to be dissected. This is not next year. This is now. We'll be dissecting information for the next 20, 30 years. What side of history you fitting to be on? Some people are teachers. Some people are doers. Some people are all both. Both of them. I feel like the collective is both of them. Tap in. I'm about to go to a neighborhood meeting right now. Well, actually, what time is it? Okay, it's at 5. Yeah, I'm walking up in the spot. What's up? What's going on? I start here. Because when I start here, I get the information of what's happening at a higher level. I get to ask questions. I was watching this woman yesterday who did a Tap In Collective. She did a video on this guy that owns or does like entertainment media. His name is Jason Lee, and he has this show called Unlock with Jason Lee. Jason Lee is a messy bitch. But Jason Lee is also on, I believe it's Compton's like board of directors or something. Tap in, he's in politics. And his training in messiness had him up there asking all of them hoes where the money reside. How come y'all stealing money? What's going on with these contracts? Y'all sound messy as hell. Imagine that. A man that built his empire on straight messiness and bullshit is using those same skills to speak on behalf of the people and where the money is and how it directly affects low-income communities. I said, well, now I know I didn't enter the twilight zone, but no, I haven't. No, I haven't. People are using their skills to infiltrate the parts of the world that need to be redirected. Tap in. I'm not excusing any of his previous behavior. I'm not making any type of concessions for him. But what I am saying, if you're going to use your skills for evil, find a better way to deal with them skills. Tap in. That's what I'm saying. Now, y'all can ride with that how y'all want to. Flip, I'm talking about the motherfucker flip. That's what Martin said in Bad Boys 2. That motherfucker flip. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I mean, he was using those skills so methodically. I was actually in awe. I was actually in awe. What you want, Coco? Come here. You gotta go outside? Of course you do. Of course Coco gotta go outside. I walk Coco for an hour every morning. Why she gotta go outside right now? Okay. Some things are universal. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Tap in, collective. The change is coming. Tower at the bottom. The change is coming. There is something happening in the cosmos, and the collective feels it. And I'm telling you, collective, you might not. I learned this when I was helping rebuild the lower ninth ward after Hurricane Katrina. Okay, happy. And when we were looking at all the mess and all the houses and everything that we had to tackle, that man told us, you don't have to change the world. Just change the 3 feet in front of you. This ain't about the whole house. This is about the 3 feet in front of you. You get through those 3 feet, you do the next 3 feet. You get through that 3 feet, you get the next 3 feet. And as a team, you'll have this cleared out in no time. And that's what we did. And that's what the collective is doing. Sometimes somebody else's 3 feet might look like 100 feet to you. Somebody else's 100 feet might look like a mile to you. Somebody else's mile might be a freaking state to you. You do what you do. And when you have people in alignment of what their roles are, shit will change. It is we, the people, we, the collective, we that wear the crown. And these heifers can do whatever black magic, whatever sacrifice, whatever ritual they think they want to do. Listen, them hoes rituals ain't stronger than my grandmama rituals. Them hoes rituals ain't stronger than my great grandmama rituals. Them hoes rituals ain't stronger than your ancestor rituals. Tap in. Never ever would be. So you make sure that you pray for those who are out there doing the grunt work. You make sure you pray for those that have lost their lives doing the work, to bring the information to you, collective, so you know how to move. Because feeling it in your cosmic level was one thing, but seeing it actually manifest is another. I thank God that we have people out there who are literally ready to risk their lives to give us the knowledge and information. They are rebels with causes. Period. We got journalists out here dying every day. A few of them just got done so that they can bring specific news to our attention. Collective. The spiritual war room with Cass is coming, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. Woo! Y'all. I done went from, let's talk about the 4 of Wands to just straight up talking about so. Y'all. We here. We are here. And a part of my purpose outside of being up in decent in the spaces, y'all know Maxine Waters got me blocked on Twitter. Yeah, a couple of them do. Yeah, even Governor Hair Grease. Okay, because in 2020 I was going off on everybody. Oh, 2020, Cass was going in politically. Okay, I was pulling up everybody's records. Okay, I was pulling up everybody's records. I was doing full-blown broadcasts on political conversations and commentary, adding people. Girl, I was doing the most. Tap in and don't care. And don't care. Okay. What I did not do back then was I did not connect that information to spirituality. And my calling is becoming deeper and deeper. And I'm understanding what needs to happen. Tap in. The collective needs a safe space to gather and talk about this stuff. Why y'all laughing at me? Why are y'all laughing at me? Girl, Maxine Waters told us to go out there and attack people. I said, girl, what? My people did they tired, girl. Okay? They was out there getting hosed down. My people from the South for real. You talk about? Somebody, you show up to their jobs, you show up to their workplace, you show up to their homes, and you give them a piece of your mind. And I'm like, bitch, you know that can get us shot. What's wrong with you? Tap in. I'm telling you, then I'm like, well, girl, we should be. Remember when they showed up to your home? Because Matt, see why y'all doing this to me? Because some of the current president people, okay, rolled up to her home in California, and some of the ancestors' children went there to protect her. Tap in. Oh, see, they don't talk about that part. We had real life soldiers, the no limit soldiers, show up to her home and say anybody try to break into her house is on the popping. So when I remind you of that, Mrs. Waters, and then you want to turn around and tell them same people to show up to other people's houses, you setting them up for the death card. And I got a problem with that. Just like I got a problem with these people using dark magic against the collective because they know how powerful we are. And we're going to keep talking about it collective. We're going to keep our boots on their neck. That part. And what I do know, since you mentioned it, Travis, what I do know is that these suckers are scared because they keep making mistakes. We're talking about plans that have been enacted over the last 100 years. And now that the masses is tapped into the conversation, they starting to make fatal mistakes. What's wrong, boo-boo? Come here, Coco. What's wrong? Oh, girl, you ain't too sick to roll over on your back. Come here. No, Coco was just full of shit. Come here, Coco. You all right? You just want some attention? Come here. Come here. Come here, boo-boo. Oh, hi, boo-boo, baby. Hi, boo-boo, baby. Ah, Celia. Oh, hi, boo-boo, baby. All right, yo. So Coco want to be a baby right now. So here she go. Okay. This be Coco all day, y'all. This because now I got to sanitize all this. But what we do know, collective, as I'm finishing up this message, what we do know is that we ain't never scared. Okay? Are we, boo-boo? Well, you a little scared cat, aren't you? Aren't you? Sorry, Coco, I got your back. Just let us know when they coming, okay? Just let us know when we got the duck and cover, bitch. Okay? Not your hand on my boob, bitch. What's going on? I don't roll like that. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take Coco out for a walk. Y'all see this? All right. Come on, Bobo. I'm gonna take Coco out for a walk. We're gonna continue this conversation in the spiritual war room with Cass. I've been wanting to talk about how this movement with AI is so next level. I'm gonna put something together, y'all. We're gonna talk about it. Okay. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna take Coco out for a walk. Oh, Coco. All right. Say bye, Coco. Bye. I love y'all. Peace.